Hey, what's up, guys? It's Andrew Olsen-Towski. I'm giving you my UFC Fight Night Lewis vs. Daukaus predictions. I believe this is also known as UFC Vegas 45. Yeah, it's the last UFC event of 2021. And we have a 4-week hiatus. It's going down today on ESPN Plus, Saturday, December 18th, 2021. Prelims start at 4, main card at 7. And it's headlined by two heavyweights, man. Derek Lewis, who just fought for the heavyweight belt in August, against Chris Daukaus, a rising heavyweight prospect that I believe they're trying to push a little too early here. But in the heavyweight division, it's a little thin. So, hey, man, Chris Daukaus, he's going to be a heavyweight talent, but Derek Lewis is a stiff test. So let's jump into the first fight of the night. We have Matt Sales against Jordan Leavitt. Matt Sales, man, he's been out for a couple years. Hasn't fought since December 7th of 2019, man. It was so long ago, man. Lost to Bryce Mitchell. Nice one over Kyle Nelson before that. I'm not really too high on this guy. Jordan Leavitt, he's coming off a tough loss to Claudio Puelles. We know how good Puelles is. Beat Matt Wyman before that. I just like the activity of Leavitt here. It's hard to really trust Sales. I believe Sales was training with Dominic Cruz in that last time I know, so the money is on Leavitt minus 125. Come back on Sales plus 115. 2 years away from the octagon's a long time. I'm going to side with Leavitt here. Dontel Mays against Josh Parisian. I was kind of impressed by Parisian in his last fight against Roque Martinez. He lost that first round. He was getting beat up, but I believe he took rounds 2 and 3 in my opinion. And I do like that about him. He came back from adversity. Dontel Mays, not really impressed with the guy. He beat Roque Martinez's last fight, but that was over a year ago. Lost to Nascimento before that. I remember that. Gone, no shame in that. I'm gonna side with Parisian here. Don't know how you could lay minus 175 odds on Dontel Mays here. But I'm all over Parisian. Well, I'm not all over Parisian, but my pick is Parisian. Women's featherweight fight. Even though these two ladies normally fight at bantamweight, Raquel Pennington and Macy Chiasson. Macy didn't even make weight, and that's just crazy. Like I said, I think Raquel's going to be the smaller fighter here. She's definitely going to be at a reach disadvantage by 4.5 inches. Macy's 4 inches taller. I think Raquel's going to want to get this to the ground. She's going to want to grapple. I'm going to side with Macy here. Raquel's a good fighter. I do like her, man. I do like the fact that she has shown improvement since that title fight loss to Amanda Nunes over 3.5 years ago. But I'm going to side with Macy here, man. The money is coming in on her, too. So I am going to pick her. Another fight where the money's coming in on the underdog. Charles Jourdain against Andre Ewell. And Jourdain, he's an action fighter, man. This guy is fun to watch. I thought he was beating a Rosa until he really wasn't. He got caught in that darce. Beat Marcelo Rojo before that. Geraldo Kulubao lost to Feely, but he put up a dogfight in that fight. Beat Doo-Ho Choi. He's an action fighter. Andre Ewell, he's been a disappointment, but he's got that nice win over Renan Barao a few years ago. So that looks good on his record. But yeah, he's moving up to featherweight now. He's got a big reach. I'm going to side with Ewell here just as an underdog pick. Sijara Eubanks against Melissa Gatto. Gatto looked really good against Victoria Leonardo in her UFC debut after like 3 years prior of getting signed. She was out, I don't know, with a suspension, I believe. Was really beating up Leonardo, and then the doctor stopped it because Leonardo's arm was broke. Sijara Eubanks, she missed weight again, man. It's just like, what are you going to do with this girl, man? How many times can you allow somebody to miss weight? I mean, I do think the flyweight division is right for her, but dude, if she can't make flyweight, man, you got to go up. Beat Elise Reader last time out. I think Gatto's really going to beat her up here, man. That's my opinion. I like Gatto, and that's going to be my pick. Justin Tafa against Harry Hunsucker. Tafa's the first heavyweight ever to miss weight, and that's unbelievable. 2 losses. Can't make weight for this fight. I got a lot of questions. I'm going to side with Harry Hunsucker here. Not that I believe in this guy or anything, but well, maybe this guy can pick up a fucking win here. So, I'm going to side with Hunsucker here. Ronnie Barcelos against the debutant Victor Henry. Man, I want to see what this Victor Henry's all about, man. I'm going to side with him here as a big underdog. Ronnie Barcelos, he's coming off that loss, but doesn't make sense with the matchmaking here. I mean, I think Barcelos' original opponent pulled out. Yeah, Trevor Jones pulled out, but man, Victor Henry's got nothing to lose and everything to gain here. I'm going to side with Henry. Mearshart against Dustin Stoltzfus. Mearshart should never be a 2-1 favorite over anybody, man. He's a minus 215 over Stoltzfus. I think that's foolish, man. I like Stoltzfus here, man. I think Stoltzfus is a pretty solid dude. I think he can pick up the win here. And I'm going to side with him. Next up, Darren Elkins against Cub Swanson. This is just another fight where I just don't believe the favorite should be. I just don't want to lay the minus 162 on Cub. I just don't really see the value in that. And they're two aging veterans. Yeah, Darren Elkins is taking a lot of damage. Cub's been there with a lot of people, man, but I'm just not really high on the guy, man. The guy's not a top featherweight at all. He's been in a lot of wars. Darren Elkins might really drag him down and force him into the ground. So I'm going to side with Elkins here just as an underdog. Diego Ferreira against Mateus Gamrot. People want to write off CDF a lot, man, and I'm not writing him off here, man. This guy's dangerous. He can lock up anybody in a submission, and he's got heavy hands, man. He had Gregor Gillespie barely hurt. It's just his cardio betrayed him. But CDF is got a fucking nasty submission game, man. I'm gonna side with CDF here as an underdog. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mateus Gamrot, he's a pole. He's good, man. But I mean, if you start messing around the ground with CDF, they can get nasty, man. CDF can catch him standing. But hey, if Gamrot wins, awesome, man. That's awesome, man. I look forward to definitely watching this guy in the lightweight division. Rafael Assuncao against Ricky Simon. Dude, I like Assuncao here, man. I mean, people forget Assuncao was always in the top 5 for a long time. Maybe that's past him now. But he's still a guy that's hard to take down, I believe. A guy that's got decent boxing. He's kind of heavy hands, and he knows how to win a decision, man. And Simone, he's been good, but I don't know. I'm just not so high on the guy as everybody else, man. Maybe I gotta watch this fight and be proven wrong or something. But yeah, I like Assuncao here as a big dog. Amanda Lemos against Angela Hill. I'm gonna side with Lemos here, but I do understand the dog money on Hill. Lemos is a minus 275. Hill is a plus 250. I think Amanda Lemos is a supreme talent here. And she's looked really good, man. And it all started with that. With that win over Miranda Granger when she was a big dog in December of 2019. And she's looked good ever since. I'm going to side with Lemos here. Stephen Thompson against Bilal Muhammad. I think this is Stephen Thompson's last fight on his contract. Be interesting to see if the UFC re-signs him, as he's a gatekeeper, man. I'd love to see the guy get another shot at the belt eventually. He's a top fighter for sure. That loss to Burns doesn't help. I just think that if Stephen Thompson is on his best game, he should be able to beat Bilal Muhammad, no problem. So I'm going to side with Thompson. Derek Lewis against Chris Daukaus. I think Chris Daukaus might look decent early, but he's going to fade, man. And when you fade against a guy like Lewis is going to put your lights out. I like Lewis here, man, for the knockout. 3rd round. I like Derek Lewis in this fight. Those are my picks, guys. Thanks for joining me.